Hi there. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. I'm just getting set up to go live. If I can get into my own channel here on YouTube. Set it for live chat. If you come in, say hello. Oh, I gotta turn my sounds down here. Hi, Artsy Fartsy, Susan, Janet, Aunt Beck. Wow, welcome. I need to turn my sound down just a little bit more here on the phone. There. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, Janet. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Look at this thumbnail. Isn't this just about the best? I said thumbnail because I'm using it as a thumbnail, but this is the welcome page that Janet painted for me, and I just love it. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Lottie. Welcome. Hi, Kiki. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look what I picked out of our yard today. I love the daffodils. I thought maybe I'd try to sketch this tonight. Woohoo! Woohoo! I got a little bit of an early start tonight. And while we're just getting set up, changing accounts, nice flowers. Okay, Artsy. Let's see. I think we did the music one last week, and I need to glue her in here. Where's my music one? Music. Aren't they beautiful, Lottie? Well, I thought I had it marked out here. Music. It can't be too far away. Those are the animals. Those are the people. Look at all these pages that we have done in here. Well, it's only because I want to find it that I'm not finding it. Music. These are the people. Look at that doll. Isn't that fun? Hi, Jen. Yes, we finally got some spring here. Hi, Azure. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Anne. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who's coming in here. I'm looking for my music page. Here it is that we did last week. I'm going to put these daffodils kind of over to the side so I don't knock them over because I have water in the vase. Let me do this. If I don't mean get it out of the way, but if I do the reverse collage right at the beginning, then these pages can be drying. The craft paint can be drying on them. And I'm just using some double-sided tape. And I got it just a little bit long here. And I think I'm going to put it right here. Right there. This is the one from last week. This page is all about music. I've been doing reverse collage in this Childcraft encyclopedia that's all about art. And those of you who are in here know very well that reverse collage is where we paint out areas on the page that we don't want anymore, and we leave the areas that we do want. And I have been adding black and white photographs of children and then doing some of my own art on the pages that I've finished and adding some embellishments. But I have a lot of work to do yet in this book. Hi, Ruth. Meri sounded like she was ready to pass out, and then I noticed somehow, wait, that the speed on my video went lower. I'm not passing out yet. Hey, look at my desktop. I'm getting ready to cut cards for prompt cards. This is the front, but I don't have anything on the back yet. Well, I might do that tonight or I might not. It just depends. Let's get started with the reverse collage on this page, which is going to be an animal one. And I got this out of an Ideals magazine, and it looks like this little gal is getting kissed by her pet calf. And I chose this page of the farm because there were some paintings of cows on there. The Aldridge Rockefeller Folk Art Collection in Williamsburg. So David Twining had a farm. E-I-E. Yeah, I'm back, but yeah, it might be a bumpy ride. If this happens 3 or 4 times, I'm going to send a feedback message to YouTube and tell them that they keep kicking me off. I'm becoming more and more convinced this is a YouTube thing and not an internet thing. I think I am put on a server that doesn't serve very well. I could be wrong because I don't know all the technical part on it. Aunt Beck says cowspit, toughest hairspray in the world. She's talking about, you must have some experience with cow kisses, Aunt Beck. Oh dear, that's funny. Anne says, I once got licked by a giraffe. Oh, I saw, what's it, National Geographic? I'm sure I saw it on PBS. This girl was on a what do they call it? Safari to Africa, and the giraffe peeked in the window and licked her on the face, and I was going, oh, I would cringe. I once got licked by a giraffe and my hair stood up the rest of the day. Oh, ew. Hey, you guys, if I get kicked off, if I lose my data connection and things start spinning and you're buffering, just hold tight. Chances are I got kicked off. And as soon as I can get connection again, I will be back. Let's see, am I going here? Now I am. So let's just reverse collage this out really fast. I want to do some sketches of those daffodils tonight. And Lisa, is Lisa in here? I just noticed that Lisa had an impromptu live, and of course I missed it. I miss a lot of the impromptu lives until after they're over, simply because during the day, sometimes I'm on YouTube and sometimes I'm not, and you know, it's okay. We can't schedule impromptu. I'm the same way. So I'm just explaining to you why, if I don't show up in an impromptu, you know why. Let's see, this has got some pale greens and kind of yellow ochres. Maybe this marigold and fawn. And this is an Irish moss. And maybe, well, I want a little bit more of a brown. That's a Napa red. I didn't choose my colors. Here's one. I try to get my colors out. A blue. I need a light blue. Okay. So I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to put it in the back of the book here. All right, and I've been using my fingers to do reverse collage. And let's just get this done. I'm going to start with the fawn. And I see, Aunt Beck, where you are planning to do those boho tags. Yay! I will join that. Let's see. I'm going to try to read comments a little bit better. I'm not always that good about... Oh, hi, Leslie. Scrapping life away. Welcome. Yeah, I'm not using my new toy yet, Leslie. I have to set up... Well, I have to get the password set and everything on my channel. I know my password, but I kind of forgot it. So I just haven't had time this week. I've been working on the mailings for the... I want to get a mailing out at the end of this month. It probably won't go out until the first week in May. But I've been working pretty hard on those. So, of my giveaways. And there's some ATC best hand cards in there. And the envelopes, the painty envelopes that I painted for the last couple weeks will be going out. And a couple of other things. So I've been working on mailings this week. Let's see, I want to leave the text. And you know, I am really happy. I keep saying this. When I do this, when I look at this, I'm going, oh, I'm not sure this is working. But then after it all dries, and it just seems to blend in, and I like it so much better, and I come back and I'm going, oh, I like it. So I want just a little bit more of this light blue up in here. And I go back, I have to tell you, I go back and watch my replay of my lives, and I have to tell you, I realize how much I miss. People come in and I don't welcome them. They'll comment and say something and I don't catch it, I don't see it. They'll talk to me. So if that's happened to you, please know that that's not intentional. I'm trying to get better with the comments. Hi, Lucia, and welcoming people to come in. Packer Dye is in here. Hi, Packer. What did Lucia say? I got to go back and see what you guys are laughing at. Let me wash my hands off. I think I'm done with that. I'm going to leave it just like it is. Let's see. Ruth says, I'm thinking about joining the swap. We'll have to wait to see the tutorial on Monday. I want to make sure I have what I need. What did Lucia say that everybody was laughing at? How cook, Susan? It's always exciting. Mary, love the colors. Thank you, Azure. And Beth says, I finally got my house blocks in the mail today, as well as the 6x8 piece. Aunt Beck does a lot of quilting. Very cool, Aunt Beck. And Aunt Beck, I'm working on a 2x2 and a zine for you, and I'm working on a zine for Kathy Whitney. So I have a lot going on. Hi, Danny. Did I miss saying hello to you? I couldn't find what everybody was laughing about, Lucia. Let's see. Kiki says, of course it's not intentional. Anyone who expects that doesn't understand how hard it is to create and keep up with chat. It is hard. It really is. It takes a lot of energy to do a live stream. But boy, let me tell you, I really bombed an Aunt Beck's live the other day on my old phone. Aunt Beck was doing a Google Hangout and she sent me an invite, but I couldn't get in on my new phone. It came in on my old phone, and I didn't know that I was supposed to have my my sound turned down, and it squeaked and squawked, and I'm going, oh no, kick me out of there. And I've been reading about Google Hangouts, Aunt Beck, and I don't think I can start a Google Hangout from my mobile. I think you have to start your Google Hangouts on your PC or laptop. So, oh, it was just a misspelled word? Okay. I probably read it and passed right over it. Yeah, we'll get it figured out. Let me move along here. So welcome to everybody who's come in. The next thing I want to do is this Art Doll magazine that Gina Aaron sent. I just love working in this. This is so fun. And last week we did this one with Confucius, and this was all about the NIH ADA show. And I went and looked those initials up, and it's the the North American Association of Doll Artists. I think that's what it is. Something like that. And they have a big conference. And this was one of the dolls. And the quote, I recopied it. It was out of a book by Sean Merton called Shadow Flesh. I'm sure it's a more recent novel. Addison is a character, and the quote says, Addison spoke in calligraphy while everyone else spoke in scribbles. I think that's such a neat quote. And here's a doll that was created by, I painted out her first name, Lichtenfels, Lisa Lichtenfels. And it's Confucius, or I call it Confucius. It's a Chinese person doing calligraphy. Kiki says, the host has to send you the link to Hangouts so you can access from whichever device you choose. But the computer is the easiest so you can see better. Yeah, but then if you're accessing from the computer, I see people aim down at their desktop. If I access from my computer, it'll be looking at my face and not my art. And I noticed too, when I was bombing on Aunt Bex, I was trying to get my phone situated, and I noticed that I had to turn the phone upside down from, like now, when I'm looking at my phone now that it is up on its little clamp, I can see the screen, and the back camera is pointing down to my desk, but I don't think Hangouts has that capability, or I wasn't in there long enough to find out how to turn my phone. Yeah, I need to. And I think the other thing, Kiki, is why it did not come in on my new one is I don't think I was signed in to my Google Hangout to get the request. I was signed in on another account. So we need to have Becky or somebody send me some invites, because my invite on the application on my new phone is just empty. So this is what we did last week, and I'm going to do the bottom half of this page, which happens to be over here, and it's this one. Isn't this a cool? Now, I like the little ladies. I thought of that 90-year-old model that Danny sent me the fussy cut for. I got it in the other room, or I'd show it to you, but that's what this reminds me of. And this is called Madeline and Percy. And this is also by Lisa Lichtenfels. So very cool. And then this is all about the NIDA show. And I think I'll probably paint this all out. In this book, what I do is the three techniques: reverse collage, a quote, and then I'll come back in with my fine line paint applicator. I'm way behind. I'm getting the reverse collage done in the live sessions. The quote, I do try to pick a quote. And the quote I picked for this page is, one day you're the statue and one day you're the pigeon. And that's by Diane Sawyer. I thought that would be a cute quote to put on here. But I like that. Let's see what Aristi is saying in here. Aristi says we should practice in a private session and that she would gladly help us. Oh, Aristi, hi. Is she in here? Or are you just saying that she's told you that? Well, hi to Aristi if you're watching a replay or if you're in here. I've lost track of who's been in here. So if we can schedule it while her mother isn't trying to sleep. She's in Greece. Yeah, well, she's several hours ahead of us. So if we schedule it sometime during the morning, I think it will be her afternoon or evening. So we'll have to get together on that. Packer Dye says, hi, Kathy, and everyone else who comes in. Was that Kathy Whitney who came in? Hi, Kathy. Hi, Sheila. Kathy and Sheila. Lucia says, I stayed home today from work and actually got some stuff done. You know, Lucia, I actually got some stuff done today, too. I woke up and I said, I can't take this room that I'm creating in anymore. So I actually did sort out some things. I'm not going to say that they're all put away in a good spot, but at least I have my paints in a spot where I can get them. I have my inks in a spot. Well, after tonight, they'll all be all messed up again, but I actually did that today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. I think I can use these same colors. Well, I might need that Napa red. We'll use this heritage brick. Heritage brick, fawn. We don't need a lot of that yellow. It's got a gray in there for her coat. The yellow, she's got kind of a yellow vest on. Let me zoom in just a teeny bit on this. And if I fall out, if I get disconnected, hang tight and I'll be right back. It was a beautiful day today. I have to tell you, I sat out on the porch and I listened. That's all. I didn't have my phone with me. I didn't have a book with me. No newspaper. No nothing. I just sat out there and we have it's not a porch swing that hangs from the ceiling, but it's kind of like a swing. That's almost too much, isn't it? There. And I just sat out there. I must have been out there for about an hour. And that's the first time all year that I've been able to sit out on the porch without it being cold and wet. And now, I don't have much to paint out here, but this whole page is nothing that tells a story. This is telling about their conference. So I can paint all of this out and feel pretty good about it. I'm going to start with the fawn. But last night I was sitting here working on my art. And I listened to several channels. I listened to Dawn at Let's Make a Mess Today. I listened to her. I listened to Lisa, put up a video. Lisa's been making junk journals from envelopes. I think I listened to you, Aunt Beck. I listened to you this evening right before chat here. So I caught your latest video. Not sure that I listened to you last night. Let's see. I want more of that fawn in there than the red. But I listened to several people. I listened to Dee Dee Willingham. The musical scrapper. I listened to her last night. She was doing journal flips. And she's somebody I'm subscribed to, but for some reason or another, I miss her videos, and I was listening to her journal. I was listening to videos that were longer, that I could create with. You know, while they're doing art, I'm doing art. So I listened to Cindy Signs-Utter. I listened to her last night. So I was sitting in here creating and listening to videos last night. But I think that it's almost a little too dark for me. I think that it's important to put everything down for a while, like for an hour every day. I don't know how you guys plan your schedule or your life and all of that, but sometimes you can get so caught up in the social media. And sometimes it's good to consciously say, I'm going to take a break for an hour every day and just think. Be silent. Sit and enjoy the birds singing. Watch the flowers growing. Listen to the train come through town. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one alone. I'll come back with a quote. The quote is, one day you're a statue and one day you're the pigeon. I feel like the pigeon a lot. No, I feel like the statue a lot. Sorry about that. Yeah. Thanks for sticking with me. Moving on. This big old book. We did a page in this last week. And I found another page that I want to work in. I'm just going to put this paint kind of over to the side because I'm going to move my daffodils for a minute here because I don't want to spill water. Let's set it over across the way here. Boy, let me tell you, you open up this book and it... Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm getting kicked out several times I'm going to be messaging them pretty soon. If that happens again, I'm going to take a few minutes and send them a message and tell them to put me on a decent server. All right. I did not do anything to the page that I worked in last week. I don't even know where it's at. But the page I want to work on tonight, I did mark it. Not this one. This one. This is a book of churches in the United States. Isn't that beautiful? Now, it's going to be hard for me to work on this side, so I am going to work on this side because I can leave the book open. And look at that blue sky. And that obviously is a wheat field, so I would say that there's a storm coming up. Because it looks like a dark blue sky here. And there's a wheat field. So this has to be late June or July. They usually combine their wheat. This is in Kansas. So yeah, Kansas combining usually starts around July. So I'm going to put some gold on here, marigold, for the wheat fields. And I need a darker blue. I have this cobalt blue in the larger. Woo! And I don't want to mess too much with this. I mean, the photography's beautiful. I'm just going to, what I want to do in this book is I want to make stained glass page. Let's see, Rose says, Mary, YouTube does not have a choice as to the server, hon. The server you are using does not have power enough, maybe. Smaller places often have problems with speed online. Yeah, but I mean the server on their side. They certainly might. Well, I'm not going to get into it because I really don't know the technical issues of where videos and live streams are placed when they come in. But I have my suspicions. I just have my suspicions, and we'll just leave it at that. I am often wrong. You guys know that. So just take that as a Mary. Do I want to leave that text? No, what I was saying was I want to do stained glass in this book. So I will be coming in later after I do my reverse collage. And I'm not going to do it here because I find using my paint, I'm standing up, and using my fine liner standing up, I don't have a lot of control and I get jiggly lines. I noticed that last week. But I want to section this off. See, this would make one section, and this will make a section. And I don't know if I'm going to do collage or painting, but I want it to be a stained glass window. And I'll probably add some more paint, but I'll deal with that later. This kind of yellow and blue make green, so I've got some green going on here. Let's do that over here too. And then I want to get lighter up in here, so let's take some of this white and the white of the church. And I got blue on my hands. Let's just kind of, yeah. I really do need a larger work area. I'm kind of cramped. And I think that there's things I can do even with the space that I have, but I'm just not quite there yet. And I'll probably section this off right here. Let's just kind of smooth. I'm just kind of smoothing this in. And as I said, I usually, when I come back, and I'm much happier with my reverse collage when I come back after the paint is dry. And I'm not sure why that is, but maybe it's that I don't know. I don't even know why it is. Let's see. Let's put some more white up in here. I'm getting down to the bottom of this bottle of white. But I'm never really happy with this. I didn't put wax paper behind this. I'm never really happy with it until I come back. I'm never happy with it while this paint is still wet for some reason. For some reason. And I'm just going to grab a... kind of whisk this away a little. If I can kind of paint that out. Kind of blend this in. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that for now. Like I said, I want to section this off. Now, the church will be the focal point in this section, but I may have a farm family. I'm just not quite too sure. Maybe a small town. I'm thinking about it. And I'm not sure that I want to do collage in this book. I might stick to just doing art on it because a lot of collage is going to break the binding. And even painting in it's going to break the binding. I'm going to wash my hands off and call that one done. We've done 3 of them. Woohoo! Now I'll catch up with chat. Hold on a minute here. Let me move this book. This is a big old book to work in. I've got to find a better way to work on the other side of the book. I'm putting it over here across the room. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to sketch these daffodils. Aren't these beautiful? For those of you who didn't come see at the beginning, I showed these are the daffodils that I picked out of our yard this afternoon when I was just enjoying the enjoying the afternoon quiet. I'm going to put some of this paint away. At least just put it over in the bin here. Get it off of my table so that I have room to work. And I think what I'm going to do this in is I'm going to sketch it. What I want to do is I want to do this several times. So let me let me wash my hands off a little bit more. I've still got paint on them from the reverse collage. All right, let me catch up with comments. That's what I was going to do. They are spring in flower form. Very true, Kathy. She says she loves daffodils. They were springing in flower form. Hi, Mary. Mary Hill. We're just about to start seeing the ground now. Daffodils are a while off. That's because you're way north, huh? Rose says they're her favorite flower. I'm going to scroll back through chat. Packardie says, I grew up in a big old Southern Baptist church and will always love them. Isn't that a neat church book? But you know, Packer, I was looking at that church book and I'm going, they missed a lot of stained glass windows. I kept looking for stained glass windows. I see more stained glass windows in one town than they have in that book. They focused on the buildings rather than the wind. They've got a few. So I'm going to be putting stained glass windows in there. They're saying, me too, Diane. Diane says she's sitting here telling herself that she doesn't need to buy another book. But I think I need this book. I love churches. Oh, I went to a book sale. Last Saturday, I went to a book sale, and I got those. I think I showed them in. I showed them when I was going live with Aunt Beck. I got 3 history books, and I got a bag of doilies. I got some puzzle pieces. It was like stuff a bag for $5, and I got magazines for fussy cutting. So let me move on with this. I am going to cut this page in 3 sections. This is an 11 by 15 inch. So every 5 inches. That makes sense. So it'll be 5 by 11. Let me put this aside. And can I cut this with my, I think I put a titanium blade in here, so I'm going to use this. This, I thank Peg Robinson for this. She gifted me this cutter, and she said, you use it, Mary, you need it. She was right, I need it. I don't have all the paint off of my, I was painting, here, let me, hold on a sec. Let me lift this up. See my drop paper? This is going to hold Lucia's prompt cards. But the underside's not done yet. But I had all that paint out over here because I was having fun with starting some prompt cards. I'm not there yet. I've had a busy week and I haven't gone any place except for the front porch. That's 5 inches. That doesn't seem right. 15 times, 5 times 3 is 15. That has to be right. All right. There's one. I'm concentrating here. That looks more right. 2, 3. All right. They're kind of tall, though. So I think instead of 11, I'm going to make them 5 by 9. So I'm going to cut these down to 9. And what else has gone on this week? I haven't got as many videos done. I feel like I'm doing videos the whole time. I've been working on getting my mailings ready. That's been taking a lot of my time. Let's see, what are you guys chatting about? And Andrea, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Oh, I know what we want to do. I'm going to take you guys to a party. We'll do that before I get started on these. I'll just cut these. She knows we're coming. She knows we're coming. So I'm going to do that here. And let's get out of this. And I have to set my sound on, so I'm going to turn my media up. And I want to go and search. Whoops. Let's see. I think she's live. Yes, she is. There's 7 watching. This is Vanessa at Creating and Sharing. Oh, Crafty Mamas just came on too, if any of you watch Crafty Mamas. See, I got the notification right there. Go away, go away. All right. We're going to say hello to her. Hi, Vanessa. And E. Forgive my painty fingers. You are live at the Meri Atelier. Atelier, Meridel. So she has like between 380 and 390 subscribers. So I kind of want to give her a shout out. Let you know about her channel. I don't know if she's reading comments.
I don't have no other eyelash trim. I don't think.
Let's see. Let me get out of chat here. This is her channel. Well, it's Vanessa Angel Rose. It doesn't show her whole channel name. Let's see. There. Vanessa Angel Rose, Creating and Sharing. She is in, she's a moderator in the Creative Arts Collaboration Group. And no, she.
Yeah, we can finish it next week.
I don't know.
So thank you all for being here. Please like, share, comment. Hi, Katzel. Please like, share, comment. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I did. If this inspired you, give me a thumbs up. And please do share this out. And I will see you all next week. Happy crafting.
Oh, she's turning off.
Happy everything. Peace, everybody.
Oh, she's leaving.
Next week.
Don't leave. Oh, she left us. Oh, well. She knew I was coming. Oh, wait. Maybe she's reading her comments. Because it looks like she's still live there. Oh, I missed her. I'm going to have to message her because we talked. I told her I was coming over. And she said...
Everything is named to you.
Vanessa, read your comments. She's worse than Meri.
Sort of like a flower scallop. I have to look.
She's not reading. I'm going to go back. She's not hearing me. We could crash on Shelly, but Shelly doesn't know we're coming, so I'm not going to do that to her. I'm going back to my channel, but I have to set my sound back off. And where's me? But anyway, I should have liked her channel. Let's go back and give her a like. Can I do that? I'll do that later. I'll go back and give her a like. And if you didn't catch her, you can look in my liked videos. But I'll have to do that after chat. She thinks she's off. Well, you know, she's just learning just like we are. But I thought she'd be on longer. She told me she was going on at 8. Well, 8 her time would be 7 my time. And it's what? It's, what, 8:13 now? 8:11 here. So I thought she'd be on longer, but oh well. Let's get back to the daffodils. We'll chat. I'll chat with her later. Because I wanted to give her a shout out. I wanted to talk to her. She was doing a wall pocket. All right, what I want to do here is I want to sketch these daffodils. Now you're going to see them top down, but when I sit down, I'm going to be seeing them like this. So I'm going to do the vase and the daffodils, and I want to do 3 of these, and I want to use my ink pen. See, I don't need this. And I want to use my inks. I'm getting the paints out of the way here. I want to use yellow, of course. Yellow, and I want to do more sketching. I just kind of want to highlight it. I'll keep out the white. Maybe a little of this, well, I don't want that. Maybe a little of this blue-green. And what's this? This is a galactic blue. So just those colors, and I gotta get it. I have a light over there, and if I set it here, you're gonna see nothing but shadow. If I set it over here, you can't see it, but you see my paper better. So I'm going to set those there. And the pens that I'm going to use is, I'm going to sketch it with the Sharpie, and then I'm going to come back in and do some spritzing and playing around here. That's the plan. And here again, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be fun. So I'm going to zoom in a little. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Rose says, be right back. Yeah, she thought she turned off. On chat, she says she goes on at 8. Yeah, she is in on the East Coast. I think she said she's in Massachusetts. I thought she was across the ocean, but she's not. So I'll catch up with her again. But I'm giving her a shout out anyway. I'll go back after chat and like her video. And you'll check back tomorrow and look in my likes, and you'll be able to see her channel. She's Vanessa Angel Rose Creating and Sharing, something like that. Let's see. Hold it. I think I can show you again here just by doing a search. Vanessa Angel Rose Creating and Sharing TM. Well, let's just go here and give her a thumbs up. Oh, she's still live? I gave her a like. Yep, she must have just gone off. I gave her a like. So she should be in the my liked playlist now. So you should be able to find her if you want to subscribe to her. I'm just giving her a shout out. Let's turn this way. Come on, flip. Well, it's not going to flip, but I want to read comments anyway. Let's see. Chat. Top chat. Come on. Live chat. All right. So as always, if I get kicked off, I'll be back. I'm going to sit down because I've been standing up. I'm ready to sit down. So I was outside this afternoon on the front porch, just enjoying the afternoon. It was such a pretty day out. Hi, Care. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Whoops. Let's see. Lisa says, my hubby is back from his rescue mission at my mom's, so we're going out now. Oh, okay, Lisa. I'm sure you're gone by now, but I hope you have a good evening. She enjoyed being here. Have enough fun for me, and if we get back before you quit, I will be back. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to spend more time with Vanessa, but evidently she was ready to leave. So, you will see these daffodils top down. I'm seeing them from the side. And I'm going to draw them as I see them. And I want to just put in, you'll probably see some pretty light lines here. And let's see, I want to zoom in more for you so you can see more what I'm doing. On chat, she said what? Let's see, what did she say? On chat, she said she goes, oh, I was reading Janet. I've already read that. Thanks for subbing to her, Susan. She was on for an hour. No more Mexican food for Aunt Beck. Yeah, we had bacon sandwiches tonight, Aunt Beck. I shouldn't have eaten it, but I did. Blood glucose after 2 hours. Ooh. We have tacos, But that's probably as much as of Mexican as we get here. And then we just have them like once a month. We don't have them every Tuesday or every week. So I'm just going to kind of lightly sketch in my first daffodil here. And I want to come back in with the yellows. And you're probably not going to see much of this until I start getting the color on it. So I hope everybody's had a good week. I was home all week, but like I said, I was working on my mailings and just didn't get a whole lot done. Flour tortillas and chips are a huge no-no. Yeah, they have a lot of carbs in them, don't they? She was craving them. Next time I will just tell my cravings to shut up. Sometimes you got to do that, Aunt Beck. Hi, Maria. All right. I want to be sure that I get the... I might have to squeeze this one in here. I want to get the vase in there. So here's the stem. And then there's the vase comes here. And this flower kind of comes down facing this way. And then there's another daffodil kind of dancing off over here. And you can kind of see the underside of him and the little flower part up here. And these daffodils, they look delicate, but I think that they are stronger than what, because I thought, oh, they'll probably all die before I get a chance to sketch them tonight, but they're holding their shape really nice. Okay, and then I just kind of want to sketch in the vase, and I'm just doing real quick light sketch drawings here. And let's see, let's put in a little bit darker line here now that I kind of got the composition sorted out. And these are going to be quick. This isn't anything that I'm going to spend hours and hours on. And let's see, there's another daffodil kind of peeking out over on the side here. Let's see if I can get him in. Just kind of maybe put a little leaf there. And I've been doing a lot of fussy cutting and throwing out old magazines. I got a whole stack of magazines at the library. And I think I threw out, I harvested, and I think I let go of about, when I say let go, I mean I actually threw them out after I got all the pictures that I wanted. Just about 6 grocery bags of them. So I just cannot let them stack up. You just need to get what you want at the time and let go of the rest, or you have stacks and stacks and stacks of them. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. You know what we should do before I get started on this? We should have, I wanted to do a drawing for, this envelope. I think I'll do that right away before I get started on the inks and everything. So how many, let me stand up. Sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. We've got 26 people in here. Thank you. Thank you, Aunt Beck. I'm going to come back and color them. Are you talking about these daffodils? They're in a vase. I'm in really close. I'm going to give away this envelope. Let me zoom out just a little. I'm going to give away this envelope tonight. I have giveaways for tonight, just giveaways, but you don't have to say you want one. I have a list of everybody who's getting the scissors and everything from my last 2 giveaways. I'm not going to show you what you show for these last 2 weeks. Last week and this week, they're going to be surprises. So if you're getting the scissors, you're going to get the 2 surprises. But I'm also each week giving away these envelopes. And I'm not doing the ATCs tonight. I'm just too busy to get the cards done. Those napkin flowers were beautiful. Oh, the tissue paper flowers. Let me grab one. Let's see. These. Those were fun to make. These. See, I kind of, though, I'm trying to get away from it being a double head here. See, they kind of got another head peeking through there. So let's turn it over here. Those were fun to make. And they're really delicate because they're guest towels. And the guest towels are longer towels. But you can make them out of the napkins too. Just really fun to make. Yeah, I did those. And I did this envelope. Let's go ahead. I already have my number chosen. It's folded up in here. Let's do this drawing. It's a range of 1,000 to too fussy for you. Well, yeah, they do get kind of fussy. And if you're putting those together, I found that I had to wash my hands several times because my hands kept sticking on those little tissues and kept pulling the petals off. The range here is between 1,000 and 1,050. And if I get knocked off, if I lose connection, I'll be back. And I haven't done the back of this yet. I painted the back. This will be painty too. And actually my back is going to be the front when I mail it out on this one. So I'll put the postage and hopefully they'll do the postage on here because I want to kind of leave this alone. I hope that they leave it alone at the post office. I got inspired to do this from, and she always peeks in on me and says hello to me and I keep missing her. Kathy O'Neill sent me this book of the Grammar of Ornament. And these 2 birds and this design in here, not this so much because I've been doing these, but this design right in there was inspired by this, which is a Pompeian, P-O-M-P-E-I-A-N ornament. And see how there's a bird there and a bird there, and then it kind of has that kind of a loops over there. That's what inspired this. So I'm trying to get inspired from this. And Kathy, if you're in here and I missed you, hello. And if you're in here and left, I sure do enjoy this book. It's got so many interesting designs in there. And I'm trying to adapt them when I do my fine line paint applicator. So are we all done? Have we all chosen numbers? Keep choosing because I lost the... I lost my little number thing. What did I do with it? It flew off on the floor? Alrighty. That's not fair. Here it is. It got hooked on the back of that book. Kathy, I see you pulling a Price is Right trick there. Linda, if you click on your icon, let's see. Hi, Liliana. Welcome. You're new to me tonight. And you know what? I usually have my little gold sign out, and I probably don't have it available right now. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll see who wins. But welcome, Liliana. Who else is new? Barb. Hi, Barb isn't new, but hi, Barb. Clark. Vicky, hi. I miss saying hello to you. Hi, Ramona. Welcome, welcome, Ramona. Good to see you. I'm kind of going back through the numbers here. Andrea, I said hello to you. So, all righty. Are we done choosing numbers? I'm gonna call it after the count of 5. If you haven't chosen a number, scroll one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the winning number is taped up at the very bottom here. Where's my scissors? Mr. Tim Holtz is going to snip the tape. He's snipping the envelope. The winning number is 1008. Who got close to 1008? I'm scrolling back. Lucia had 1011. Lucia was 3 away. And Liliana was 3 away. So let's keep going. Let's see. I think those might be the 2 closest ones. Which is completely okay because I'll just paint another envelope. Liliana and Lucia, I think, was 3 away too, because she was 1008. Or 11. I'm sorry. Let me write it down. I do better if I write things out. Lucia had 1011. And Liliana, who is new to us tonight, had 1005. And they're both 3 away. Wow, that's your birthday. Well, Liliana, I have Lucia's address, her snail mail, but you need to contact me if you're on Facebook at Meridel Abrams on Facebook, or if you want to send me your snail mail in an email, I'm at Meri, MERI.ATELIER. It's not hard to, and I will be going over this again with a satin varnish. So, and Aunt Beck, I have yours from last week, right here. They'll go out when I do my May mailings. This is the one that Aunt Beck won last week. And Kay Bain won this one from the first time that I did this. So those 3 will go out. And I won't, the envelope is really the prize. Kay Bain. So yeah, these are fun to do. I'm enjoying doing these. Let's do the daffodils. So let me zoom back in. Congratulations, ladies. I'm hoping to get these done tonight, and I want to do giveaways for these. So I'm going to have another giveaway if I can get them. I want to do quick sketchy paints is what I'm doing here. Let me sit down again, and if I get disconnected as the story goes, I'll be back. So I want to do, I'm painting these daffodils. These came out of our yard this afternoon. And of course I moved them, so I have to kind of get them sort of back to how they were. And you know what? I think I'll do the sketches first and then come back and do the painting, and then that way I'll have the ink. I'll be doing the ink all at once. So you won't be able to see the daffodils because I can't get in close and do the sketches. So, but I kind of got my composition worked out on the first one, so I kind of know what I'm doing on the second one. And I'm just doing fast sketches here. They have little stems in there, And they are surprisingly, these little bells are, I'm finding that they're very strong. I thought these petals were a lot more delicate than what they look like. I mean, they're a lot more stronger than they look to me. So I just kind of want to get a quick sketch in there of these. And then I want to go back and put some color on them. And then we're going to give them away. Because I'm not doing the other giveaways tonight. And I wasn't even going to do this till I went out in my yard this afternoon. Sat out there on the front porch. What's going on in chat? Let me connect this phone. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Patricia. And Liliana, thank you. Alrighty. So there's another petal that comes up this way. And then there's the face of this. I need more and better lighting. But I'll tell you, I'm just making do with what I have. Making do with what I have. And I was watching, the kids walk to school. The public school is probably about 3, maybe 4 blocks east of us. And the kids walk back and forth to school. This is kind of a main drag for them, you know, the main path between the kids on the west side of town and the school on the east side of town. So I was watching the kids walk this afternoon, you know, walking. And there's that little kitty that comes to visit. And we've got a little black kitty that visits too. Little neighborhood kitty cat. Kind of likes to, my brother leaves a pan of water out on the porch. And boy, they know where it's at. And they always come and they drink out of that water. They're just visiting though. I talk to them and they don't stick around too much. They're well, one of them, the little yellow one is friendly, and I think the other ones might be abandoned. I hate to say that, but I don't know if they have a home. I see them out underneath of the cars in the wintertime. Okay, let's see. Let's put... It makes me think of Lucia's little kitties and Aunt Bex. Lucia. Yeah, you know, this blue one has a lot of texture because I painted it and I didn't like the design, so I painted over it again. And actually the texture on the back of it is coming through. Back here, there's just one layer here, but this is actually a double layer, which kind of might be a fun technique to incorporate intentionally. The black paint, I don't think it has as much texture as the white paint does. The white paint seems to be a little bit thicker. I'm not sure why that is, but this black paint does not have as much texture. Some of the paint is thinner. I'm not completely happy with this. I'm thinking I need some white pearls on here. I put some blue in there, but I'm thinking it needs some white centers. I might play with that, Aunt Beck. And this has some texture, Lucia, but there's not as much texture as, or if you really want the texture, what I could do is when I do the second one, I could do, instead of doing black on copper, I could do white on black and do the same design on the second one and give you a little bit more texture. I might do that for Lucia. Some blacks are a lot thicker than the others, but some of that black I bought and it was really watery. It was thin. So I think sometimes they mess around with, it's just craft paint. All right, back to the daffodils. Let's see, I'm putting the stem in here. Well, you won the bird one tonight. But I might do it this, you and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Liliana. But I have to do another one. They're not hard to do. You just have to sit down and do them. Now let's just put this vase. I'm just kind of sketching this vase in. That's good. Now let's do the third one. You know, and I'm not sitting here trying to get exact replicas of those flowers. I'm putting in sketches of where the flowers go. Because the ink's going to go over it anyway. You know, whenever I see daffodils, I think of cancer awareness. Because when I worked in Madison at that insurance company, every March, they sold daffodils in March to, I don't know if it was United Way or what, but they always sold daffodils to help the cancer research. And I always got daffodils in March. I always ordered them. I could afford it back then. Now I get them for free out in the yard. Isn't that a pretty name, Lucia? I'm pronouncing it correctly? That is a really pretty name, Liliana. You're certainly welcome. You have a twin. Oh, and her name is Viviana. Oh, how pretty. Liliana and Viviana. That's some creative naming of the twins. That is really, really pretty. Are you identical twins? Or just, I don't know what you call it when you're not identical twins, just twins. Let's put the yellow petals in here. I'm just kind of sketching them in. And then this one kind of has the, as I'm looking at it, you kind of see the underside of it because I'm sitting down and it's kind of facing that. And I kind of see the back side of this petal, of this blossom. And the back of it kind of swoops up this way. And then it's got the little, I call it the little bell portion of it, the little frilly bell portion right in here. And let's see, let's give it the stem here. I turned it so many times that it's not going to look like it looked when I started, but that's okay. Because we're just doing a sketchy sketch. We're just having fun. And then let's put the vase in here. Now, I think, no, oh, fraternal. Okay. How cool. Parents like to play with the names. I don't know if I would have had a twin, what her name would have been. I think this needs a doily. So I'm just going to kind of sketch you some little frills in here for a doily. I'll have to come back and play with that when I get color on it. Let's see if I can't do this one a little different. Just kind of like little scribble marks for the doily to say that somebody crocheted a dresser scarf there. Good night, Ruth. Sweet dreams. Okay. Good night. I know what it's like, Ruth. I sincerely do. I have to laugh. I can't tell you how many nights recently I have fallen asleep holding the phone in my hand. I wake up and I go, what video was I watching? Oh, dear. I'm trying to get away from that, though. I'm trying to put the phone in another room. I'm trying to give myself, pace myself away from at least an hour a day, probably more, especially when it's bedtime, away from the social media. My goodness. I love it. I get addicted to it. All right, let's add some yellow here. And I put my brushes over on the other side so I wouldn't knock them over. I have to reach over and get them. And these are just going to be fast sketches. This is not meant to be anything beautiful. I mean, well, beautiful, but anything perfectionistic. You know, this is just a sketch. I'm going to kind of, now this is done on watercolor paper, and I think I'm working on the more rough side, but it's just Canson watercolor paper. And let's spritz just a little bit of water on here. And who knows how this is going to turn out. I don't know. We will see. And not all these daffodils are yellow. There's 2 white ones there. In fact, most of them out in the yard are white. I'm going to use this FW ink. And I am going to put it on my brush and kind of dab it in maybe a little. And now they're actually darker in the center, but let's just get a layer on here first. Are you guys seeing any color at all? I can see the yellow. It's a very light wash. I should have taped my page down. Okie dokie. And of course, where's my painter's tape? It's never here when you want it. I've got masking tape. So I have a whole bunch of stuff planned for tonight. I was going to take you over to Vanessa's. I thought we'd be over there longer. What else was I planning? I was planning on, I wanted to work in my tatted, where I'm doing that, putting those tatted pages in the flower book. I wanted to work on a Franken page tonight. We got the mind mapping. You see the yellow, Lucia? Yay. Okay. I'm going to kind of take this down a little on the edge just to kind of keep it from hopefully warping up on me. You know, when I look through these cameras on the phone, after I edit my video, after I download my video, take it off of my SD card and put it on my laptop when I'm doing the editing, I always see more color than I see while I'm just looking here on my phone. Alrighty. So we got the yellow. And I got the blue out. I don't want to mix this too much, but I do want it to pop out. What do I want to put in the background? Gold? Teal? I don't have enough colors of ink. Are flowers for a journal? These actually I'm going to give away tonight. So I'm just doing real quick, fast sketches. But I have done, in 2017, I'm going to put green in the background here. Kind of a metallic-y green. In 2017, when I was doing my big journal, I did daffodils, and I was trying to imagine how daffodils would look at midnight, at night. You know, they don't go to sleep. They're still out there blooming away. And I did a page called, actually, I'm not sure what I called it, Midnight Daffodils or something like that. With just a little spritz of water there, and here. So I'm trying to keep this delicate, which is really, really something that Meri Abrams doesn't do a lot of. Meri Abrams usually is more heavy-handed with her colors. I'm not a delicate painter. I'm not a, if you know Meri, she slaps the color on the page. So this is really kind of outside my norm of working, but I'm kind of liking it. It's really delicate. Now I got to wash this brush off. Now, there is some gray. My vase is sort of white, but you can see the gray shadows here. Well, maybe you can see them. I can't angle it because it's got water in it. So I am going to reach in here if I have it. That Sharpie pen that I used was permanent. And what I want is, I'm looking for that pen, that R2 pen that I know is water soluble. Here's one. And I know my Varsity fountain pen is a little water soluble. I'm looking for some grays. Actually, I could get out the watercolor and get out the watercolor and get the gray right off of the lid. Let's try this. Let's see, maybe I'll just put some in here. And let's see if I can wet it a little. Yeah, so that's not what I want. It's got some lines. That vase has swirly lines along the side here. That's what I'm going for here. So I'm just going to kind of swirl. And here again, this is just meant to be a sketch. This isn't meant to be anything fantabulous. a finished painting or anything like that. It's kind of a, I'm playing. You know. Oh. I've got to find a different setup for my inks. I like them. I've got them in a plastic tub over here, but I got my paints in there too. And they cover up the, I think that's a blue. They cover up the labels on these inks, and I can't see what they are. And that irritates me. I'm gonna go through and label them all myself. Here, is this a, that might be a black. So I'm just kind of playing tonight. I hope you guys don't mind. I'll put a little black there. Spritz it with some water. Grab my... No, you're not going on there. I'm not going to let you go there. See, I should have me a little palette. I'm using wax paper as my palette. Okay, I want a little bit darker in there. And some grays in here. Kind of. I'll need a little bit more definition of this vase, but not too much. Kind of under the lip here. kind of like that, I think. Okay. And another problem I have here on my table is I need to start removing some of my drop papers. I think I got 20 layers of drop paper, and my pens, you know, it's uneven, and my pens, when I'm working, my pens roll over everything. Alrighty. We'll clean my brush a little. I want a little bit more yellow. I'm just going to kind of dip my brush in the ink and just kind of add some yellows in here. Maybe down in there. And let's see. Yeah, just kind of give them a sense of that there's flowers in there, but I need to do a little bit more to it, I think. Because right now you see the yellow, but I don't think you see the definition of all the flowers yet. Let's just kind of bring some of that yellow down in here. Now, this is this blue. Just a dab of blue. This vase has a blue rim. Now, it really doesn't have blue lines here, but I'm wanting just to kind of put some shadow lines in here too, just to kind of, I don't know why, tell myself that it belongs there, I guess. Now I'm getting quiet. I'm thinking. What's going on in chat? Kathy says, pretty sure Meri could not leave it that light. Yeah. Kathy, you know me, don't you? Yeah, I couldn't leave it that light, could I? And in fact, it may end up, if you watch my urban sketching, you will see that my urban sketch pages, they're just plastered with color. I don't know why, I seem to do that. Let's see, I'm wanting some definition of these flowers a little bit more. And there are shadows on these flowers, just a really light, you know how a gray shadow underneath, but I don't want to get too much. I don't want too much. See, and I've kind of lost the definition in here. Alrighty. Let's put some green in there. That green will pop them out too. You know, that really isn't that much ink on my brush. That ink goes a long way. It's really a vibrant, it's a vibrant pigment. Let's bring it down into here just a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit. Now, I think I'm going to come back in. I'm going to dry this. Let's see what's going on in chat. The blue makes the flowers stand out. Yeah. Maria says, I really love the sketchiness of it and the colors. Thank you, Maria. Liliana says she makes it look so easy. Liliana, I have to tell you, I've been drawing and sketching ever since I was... Well, my first, I don't remember, but my mother tells me that I got my start by smearing a cube of butter on her refrigerator. I think that was my first mural art. My really first memory of doing art, of course, is in grade school, and making all those leaves and pretty pictures for the windows. You know, in our school, our grade school teacher, you know, in the fall, we would cut out fall leaves and she'd paste them on the school window, and we'd do pilgrims and turkeys and that. And my other memory, which probably is not my first art, but of the time that my mother, I was complaining that I didn't have much to do in the summer. What can I do? What can I do? And we lived out in the country. My dad didn't farm. There was a guy who farmed, and he had cows pastured in a barn right next to us. And my mother took me out there, and she drew a picture of that barn and those cows, and I was sitting there watching her. I'm gonna dry this just a little so I can add a little bit more ink. And anyway, so she told me to, after she finished, she said, now you do it. And she went in the house. And I still have that sketch of her barn and the cows. And then right below it is my barn and the cows. I must have been maybe about 10, maybe 11 years old. Those are some of my first memories. But I have done art all through high school and college, and, you know, just been a part of my life. So that's a part of what it makes, why it's, but I'm still there are better artists than me. And I acknowledge that and everything, but don't let the fact that somebody else is better than you stop you from having fun with it. Just, if you like to do art, you just get whether you're working in paint or watercolor, or you're just working in your art journal, whether you like to doodle or do Zentangle, or, you know, whatever art that you enjoy, go for it. Let's see. What else is going on in chat here? You guys are way ahead of me. Yeah, they are great memories, Maria. Rose said, I'm okay at sort of kind, almost straight lines. Well, then you're probably better than me, Rose, because I'm not so sure I'm good at straight lines. And sometimes I'll be drawing and sketching, and then all of a sudden I'll realize that my perspective is all off. I didn't get, or I'll be doing a face and a head, and I'm going, it doesn't look anything like them. But you were drawing what your hand sees. Now I need some green in there. I put yellow in there. Then logically I need some green there. Let's see if I can steal a little green. So as I'm going back, well, actually, it's kind of white. That vase kind of comes in there, and then there's green right in here. And that helps define the flowers a little more, too. And then the back of the vase kind of falls off into here. Yeah, it's just fun to do. Now, see, my perspective is all off here, too, because I know the neck of the vase, from where I'm setting, this probably should be a little bit lower. And then that neck kind of comes down there, but I'm going to leave it like I have it. I'm not going to worry about it. And just kind of add some, I like this daffodil. I think I'm going to leave that one alone. Let's see if I can't get this one a little bit more help. And then I'll go on to the next one. I don't want to spend too long on these because I want to do 3 of them tonight and give them away. And actually, yeah, I honestly cleaned my water tonight. Let's put, there's a little bit darker yellow in here. I don't know if that's gonna stay darker. Smudged it. I got a big old paper towel here. And these kind of fall into the background. Maybe make this one a little darker. I'm talking to myself now. Let's see. Kathy says, I didn't see the comment. Sometimes my chat just stops. I don't know why. Huh. Well, silly internet. I still don't think YouTube has put us on the best server. You know, because they have to have multiple servers to house all these live chats that are going on now. And hi, Linda. Welcome, welcome, Linda Tria. Welcome. I'm kind of scrolling through chat. Carehart says, oh, that sketch, what a keeper. Thank you, Care. Precious memory. Talking about my first sketch with my mother. Kathy says, you know, that's when I found you, Mary, way back in your urban sketching days. Yes, I need to get out and do some more urban sketching, Kathy. It's on my list. I'm not going to call them urban sketches this year. I started out, when I started doing sketching outside in Madison, I called them drive-by paintings. And that's what I'm going to call them again this year. I'm going to drop that urban sketching verbiage. And I'm going to go back to calling them drive-by paintings because I sit out in my car. It's really not plein air either. And for me, it's really not urban in the sense that I'm out in the country and in a small town now, and I don't do the big cities, and I do courthouses and small towns, kind of losing it in here. That's because of that. Oh, it has that stem that comes from the back. That's where I'm going with that. And then this kind of flares out like this. So I'm going to go back and call all my urban sketching drive-by paintings. And that's what I was originally calling them. And so that's what they're going to be called again now. Drive-by paintings. And actually, I could do that up here too a little more. Make it look more like a daffodil. And then this one kind of losing this one. It's got some. All right, I'm not going to spend too long on this because I'll get hyper about it and paranoid and I'll overwork it. I want some darker lines and then I'm going to quit. Really, this pen is probably not the best one to use. I just pulled it out because it was there. Oh, I got a new one here. Or a newer. Here. I've got a package of these R2s that I haven't opened yet. I like these R2 pens because they, well, you get them 2 for $1, so they're 50 cents a piece at the Dollar Tree. And they're water soluble. And that's what this is, but I think I'm running out of ink in that one. I'm wanting some darker ink here. And then there's a stem that comes in this way. I'm just having fun. So kind of lose the shape of that leaf in there. Sorry. Sorry. I'm back. Hi, Tina. I'll wait for folks to come back in. I'm going to go ahead and start on this one. Maybe so they'll find their way back in. It always happens when I lose my when I'm concentrating on something. Then it says, she's not watching. I'm going to throw her off. I'm kind of happy with how that came out. Let's see. I put a little bit more definition underneath of here, though. Sign-ups will start on Tuesday. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do another one. Maybe while I'm doing another one, folks will come in. Maybe I'll just, well, I don't want to leave it there. I'm going to leave it over here. Maybe I can move my, I need more room on my desk. Okay, this one, I'm going to leave it zoomed out so you guys can get a, of course, you can't see what's going on over here, but that's okay. This is just chat. It's got the light reflecting on my phone, which is kind of annoying, isn't it? There. Now it's reflecting on that. There. There. Hi, Holly. Holly Delton, welcome. Good night, Laura. Thanks for popping in on us. Welcome to everybody who's come back in after I got disconnected. Hi, Art by Chrissy Marie. Chrissy Marie, Aunt Beck is hosting a tag swap on her Facebook group, Aunt Beck's Creations, a boho tag swap. I'll let her tell you about it. I'm going to get busy on this second one. Maybe I can do this one a little bit faster now that I kind of have an idea what I'm doing. Let's put this tape back on here. I wanted to give away 3 of these tonight. Come on. There's one. 2. I'll try to work a little faster. Sometimes when you work faster, your art really does come out nice once you get going. Once you have an idea what you want to do. Not all the time. I think I'll turn it this way. It's so fun to sit here and do this. So I don't like that there. Can't see what I'm doing. Oh dear. Alrighty, let's get my brush kind of washed off a little here. I'm going to put in the yellow first. Got that coming right out to the edge there. I might have to. Alrighty. Let's put a little spritz of water on them. I enjoy working in these. Ooh, that's awful watery. I enjoy working in these with these FW inks. Really fun to work with. This is really a white one in the back, but I'm gonna leave it yellow sort of. Yeah. This is what I'm doing here. This ink is pearlescent. This green that I'm putting in the background is really pearlescent. But oh well. Just fun to do. And I'm not striving for any type of perfection. Let's see, I want to put in, if I remember right, it had some green peeking through here, maybe. And some greens down in there. Yeah, I need a little bit more. A little spritz of water there. That may be too much. So fun to do. So fun to do. I'm going to put a little green in here. Yeah. Now, let's work with this vase in here. I want to, once my pen, put some lines in here. Bring the lid down and just kind of put a little touchy yellow in there, which needs to be there too. Let's work on all three of them at the same time, Mary. And let's put some dark in here. I didn't wash off my brush. Some shadow in there. Really, this side is all in shadow. We'll leave it that way. Green in here. I am talking to me. Aunt Beck says, yes, Ramona, we will be here when you are ready. Rose says, Becky, a new injury? Holly says, what's being used to paint with? Holly, I am using these FW inks, these De La Rowney's that were on sale at Hobby Lobby about a month or so ago. I really am enjoying using these. And I'm finding, look, here's my palette here. Look, I just need a little dab for these. For the yellow, I did dip my clean brush in the ink, though, when I put the yellow on. But when I put on that green, I just have a little dab of green going there. And, of course, I've dabbed it a couple times, but I'm finding these colors are so vibrant that you really don't need a whole lot, especially if you're doing something soft and watery like this. I call this it's more of a sketch it's not really a watercolor sketch, but you just don't need much. I'm going to put the blue here. For those of you come in, here's the daffodils that I am, and you're seeing them top down. I'm seeing them more coming from the side. I have a hard time showing that because I've got water in my vase. So I'm getting the front of the vase. But these are so pretty. I picked them in the yard this afternoon. I was sitting out in the yard and going, I wonder if I could do some daffodils. What color do I have on here? Blue. I was going to do the blue rim of the vase here. And I'm not trying to, I'm just sketching it, not trying to do anything too elaborate. Now, and I am using what did I do with that? Here's the cap. Here. I'm using an R2 pen now. I started sketching in a Sharpie pen just to, where's my other sketch? Here. I'm doing 3 of these, and I started just sketching with a Sharpie pen. Oh, that's really a rough sketch there. And that's what I did for all 3 of these. Now I'm coming in and putting in some color. I'm going to try to give them away tonight. Let's see if I can define these a little bit better. So I'm combining pen and ink with the ink. The colored inks is really what I'm doing. So it's a combination of a sketch, and I need to dry this. Heat gun alert. And it's not meant to be anything. It's not meant to be anything but a fast sketch. But it's fun to do. Let's see, what else in chat? Let's see. Thank you, Deborah, D-E-T-T-O-R. I don't know if you're new to me tonight, too. Welcome in here. I appreciate that. Rose says, Becky, oh, you're talking to Becky about calluses. And the boho swap. Boho equal bohemian, kind of hipsy stuff with vivid colors and lots of bling. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. I enjoy you gals who come in. I tell you, you guys, you make my Friday nights. You make my Friday nights. What would I do if I didn't have you guys to talk to on Friday nights? I can't imagine. Let's see, I got some kind of a lines coming through this way. Now you can, whoever wins these, you can put them in your art journal. That's really what I would do with them. They are measuring 5 by 9. Or you can give them away or throw them away or whatever your heart desires. Let's see, I want to define these flowers a little bit more. Just kind of sketching them a little bit more here. Now this flower, let's see, since I've got, let's get my, what did I do with my brush? Let's see, since I got ink on here, let's see if I can't put this in shadow a little bit more. Put a little more shading underneath of the flower. That's why I like these R2 pens, because the ink, for writing, it's not the best thing, but if you're using them to sketch with and you want to get the tones in here, these R2 pens are really good for that, because I can tone my colors down without absolutely destroying the color, which I might do anyway, but I want a little bit darker in here. And I want darker in here. And I'm just happily sketching away. But I do appreciate everybody who comes on Friday nights. You guys, you lift my spirits. You keep me going. Let's see, what else is going in chat? Azure says, Mary, in Dee Dee's video, did you see the gold playing cards? No, I didn't. I saw that she was, Azure, I saw that she was going to do some art cards. And I watched her as much as I could. I had some other things I needed to do of her book reviews that she was viewing, her studio. And what else did I watch? I'm trying to remember. Oh, you know, and I think I got switched over. I watching the musical Scrapper. The musical Scrapper, I forget her first name. I want to call her Jean, but that could be wrong. She was doing a flip of her journals, and I got interested in watching that. And then I got interested in watching Lisa and Cindy Utter. So, oops, I got detracted from Dee Dee, so I didn't get to see the gold playing cards. Jean. Her name is Jean, the musical Scrapper. You know what I like about her? When she was showing those journals, she was singing. I think she said that she had a cold or something, or she was coughing, and she was kind of annoyed at herself. But you know, she would her pages in whatever journal she was showing at the time were based off of songs, and she was talking about that song, and then she'd start singing it. I'm going, oh yeah. Sing it. Let's see. Let's define these leaves a little bit more in here. Now I don't have to be, I'm getting about done with this, I think, but I want a little bit darker in here. Kind of swish this ink around. And maybe some dark down here. Oh, now my brush is getting dry. And maybe define this a little bit more here. But see, on these sketches, what really makes these, and I'm not sure how much you're seeing of it, but when you put in the dark lines and you have the lighter lines and you have wider shaped lines, like here I have pretty thick lines and they're starting to blend out, to bleed out. And over here I have really thin lines. That is really what makes these drawings, is all the variation, not only in the color, but the shapes of the lines. That makes for a really fun and varied, and I want to say an interesting sketch. But see, in here, in my mind, as I look at this area here, and I'm not sure how much you guys can see of it, but I lose the definition of that daffodil. And in my heart, I'm wanting to go in there and play with it more, but yet I don't want to mess it up either. See, this one comes out this way. But in all honesty, you do not see that entire daffodil. That daffodil is hidden behind this one. And these leaves, this is kind of an interesting, because this is really the bottom underside of a daffodil that's facing up that way. And I don't think I have that defined perfectly, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I think I'm about ready to, let's put some little squiggly lines in here for the crochet doily. And really, that's all I'm doing is scribbling. Just giving it some textury lines down here. And I think I want a little color in here. Let's put some blue. Just about like that, maybe. I think I'm about ready to move on to my last one. Let's sign it, Mary, before you overwork it. Now, these inks, I think, are water soluble. So I may spray these before I send them out. I do have a fixative. I'll take them outside. It's nice out. Let's see, it's April 27th. 2018, and I'm just going to write daffodils here. All righty, there's the second one, sort of. Meri can't quit messing with it. Got to put some little lines in here. All right, quit, Meri. Let's move on to the last one. Let's see. Oh, hi, Vanessa. Thank you, Janet. Vanessa, you were leaving just as I got there. Now look at the difference here. Look at the difference. See how I have those dark lines and how it's defined, and I've got some shading in there? I don't have that here. In my heart, I am wanting to go back and add that, and I may. Let's take the tape off. To me, this one that's still on my tablet is a more successful one than this one, just because I have that contrast in there. I'm going to go back and add that in just because I'm not happy with it. Let's see, what is Vanessa saying? Vanessa, we missed you. I kept saying hi to you, and I think you were signing off or your attention was away from it. Linda says, I do not have grandkids yet either. My daughter's 33, so, okay, you're talking about grandkids. Talking to care. Talking about kids. Let's see, Vanessa says, you go from 8 till 9. Okay, so you know what, Vanessa? 8 your time is 7 my time. So I signed on at 7:30 here, and I did some reverse collage. So I didn't bop over to yours until about 8 o'clock my time. Probably even after 8, and that's why you were ready to go off. I'm either going to have to, I can't sign on too much earlier. I sign on at 7:30. Our TV goes blaring till 7 o'clock. So I can't sign on too much earlier. I guess I'm going to have to bop in as soon as I sign on. But we came over. You were just signing off as I got there. I'm going to add some more interest in here. I'm not quite too happy with that. Where's my... Yeah, those are Sharpies. I need an R2 pen to do that. See, if you just add some darky lines in here, just darken the lines a little, darken the lines in here, and then with your brush, I dampen it. I can pull some color out into here and kind of give this flower some definition. See, I'm happier with it already. See the difference? And then kind of darken it in there, kind of bring out some. But I don't think I had this new pen out. I got this out, so. Let's see, let's do some more in here. See, this is how I do work. I think I'm done, and then I go back and I'm working it again. And that's sometimes why I overwork things too. I think I'll stop. I'm a lot happier with it. Okay, I got one last one. And this is a very light sketch. Linda says, hubby and I are having a good time now that the kids are grown and we have time and money. I can see the point in that. I don't have children to worry about, but I think later in life you're a little bit more settled, even if you're a single person. Not that my life is ever really all that settled, but I'm not unhappy. I'm trying to take this down. Vanessa, you're welcome in here. Thanks for popping in. And I'll try to catch you a little bit earlier. I didn't know that you were only on for an hour. Yeah, when you're young, you're just finding out who you are. And you're finding out what the world is all about. I don't know. And I truthfully do think that the kids today have a lot more to deal with than we ever did. Not saying that we didn't have issues to deal with. When I was young, in my teen years, high school years, 68, 69, senior high school, the issue was drunk driving. I had several friends, and smoking. They still, now it's not just smoking, it's drugs and gangs and, you know, all that goes with all of that, school shootings. So kids today certainly have issues to deal with. But I think every generation does. And if they have, you know, if they have support from the community and from their parents, they'll get through it. Mary's talking now. Let's see. I'm just kind of trying to define these flowers a little bit more. Let's see what's going on in chat. Aunt Beck says her grandmother raised her to the age of 18. And then I decided... I'm back. Hi, Kim Marie. It dropped me again. I sent it back. Tell him to quit dropping me. Kim Marie, I'm sketching daffodils. Yeah, it does every Friday night. It's just that, you know, I'm complaining to YouTube about it. These are I'm giving away 3 sketches. You know, I can still read chat. I should type in there really fast. Hold on, or something. I should have a message in my paste area, in my clipboard to let you guys know that I'm going to reconnect. I'm going to give these 3 away, Kim Marie. Now this one, I really did a lot better on the vase as far as this area in here. Believe it or not, putting my hand in the ink over here. I need a larger desk, believe me. Alrighty, let's see. Let's work on this daffodil a little. You know, these daffodils, they have fluted edges, squiggly edges. And that makes them fun to sketch. But you kind of have to show that they have a bell shape in here. And right in here, you have to show that that's going down. Because you're looking down inside of the bell of it. And then it kind of has the... And I don't think I defined that on these. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm looking at a different angle here. This one might have it a little. The bell of it. The bell bottom. This one's kind of hidden, but that's okay. I think I was looking at it at a different angle. I got it in here, though. I know I'm looking at it at a different angle because this leaf here looks different to me. let's see, this one is the one where I have the bottom of the bell is looking up from the bottom of the flower, and then the leaf kind of comes out this way and this way and this way, and then actually the fluted area is up here and the bell shape is kind of falling in there. All right, what's going on in chat here? I'm trying to pay more attention to chat, but you guys get away from me. Well, you're way down there. Oh, yeah. R2 pins. Here, let me show you. This is a package. I get them at the Dollar Tree, 2 for $1. R2 roller pins, ink, INC. And I really like these. They're inexpensive, and I like them because they're water soluble, and I can get tonal values with them. For writing, if you're doing a lot of writing, having water soluble ink is not such a good thing. But if you're sketching and drawing, it's really nice to have that water soluble ink. Oh, let's see. Aunt Beck has an anniversary this month. 33 years for Scott and I, but we've been together for 34 years. Happy anniversary month, Aunt Beck. Scott was married before and wasn't sure he wanted to try again, so we lived together for a year. We shacked up, as his mother said. Well, it must have been the right thing to do, because here you are. You two are two peas in a pod. We love you. Now, let's see. There's a flower coming out over here. And the bell shape kind of comes this way. And we're just going to kind of put in that little fluty area there. All right. And then I need my swirls coming this way. Actually, this one is kind of, it's my third one. It's kind of coming out better than the others. All right, let's put some color on it. Well, hold it. Let's do this a little bit more in here. All righty. Practice makes perfect. Kiki says, I want to get some of those Azure. What are you talking about? Oh, the Elegant Writers? Yes, I have heard of those. And that department store where I shop, where we get our groceries, it kind of has a department. They have them. And I'm okay with them. I have to invest in them yet. I'm kind of happy with my smeary ink pens here too. Let's see, let's get this green going in the background. Oh, but here, wait. Let's put the yellow on there. Let's put some, got to get my routine going here. Now I got ink on there, so if I squish water on here too much, it's going to blur that paint. So I got to be careful. Woo! Look at that daffodil. You know, I might go back to this other one. These other ones need, I can't do it while they're still wet, but they need some darker yellows in there, in here to kind of help define them. And I might, after I've given them away, go back in and define these a little bit more so they aren't just a flat yellow. They're pretty, but, you know, the yellows, as you look at these flowers, the different shades of yellow is what helps define them. And I don't want just a flat yellow flower. Actually, I'm getting too much of a variation in here. I want to kind of lift some of that. I should have done my yellow first and then sketched it. That's okay. That's what makes it fun. I'm actually kind of liking this one. I should sketch 20 of these. maybe by the time I got to the 20th one, we would have one that was really fun. Yeah, let's see. It's got a stem in here. And see, it's got a stem in there. I hardly put that stem in there at all on this one. So I'll be reworking these after I get done even yet tonight. You'll get something different than what you're seeing. All right, let's put the green on there. I don't want to spend hours and hours and hours on these. I just kind of want to do sketches. I didn't want to dip my brush. I wanted to squish it on my... This is a pearlescent ink that I'm using now, but it's kind of fun to put that kind of shiny background in there. And you're just doing it sketchy watercolory style. This is FW ink that I'm using. And actually, as I found out, some of that green kind of falls in here. Kind of falls in there. Let's just give it a touch of greens in there. Now I got way more green out on my paper here than what I want. I need to get me an old book. I have an old book, but I always put them away. I'm reaching for a piece of paper. I wanna that's too much ink on my page. I'm gonna just do a blue book page here. I don't want to waste it. Alrighty. Let's actually put some in there, kind of some down in here. Some in there. Alright, let's wash it out. I'm just having fun. I'm not trying to be the teacher expert here. I'm just playing. Just playing. Each one's coming out different. I need the blue for my line there. That was kind of fun. Whoops, I didn't want that much in there. Yeah. Should spritz it. Now I'm talking to myself, off in my own little painty world here. Sorry about that. I'm just about done here. Now I want some more shadow under there. I'm going to call that done. Let's dry it. I'll be doing touch-ups on this, on all of them. See the difference between that one and this one? Now I had a lot darker lines on here and on there. I think this was actually my second one here. And then this is the one I went back. This one needs a little bit more work. This was the first one. Look at the difference between the first one and the third one that I did. So I'm going to be doing more on this one. I'm not quite happy with that. This one is more, I probably won't be doing too much. I might add some blue in there. Up here, like I added the blue in there, just kind of gives it some texture in the background. And the same here. This is where I was really doing light, but see, I need more definition of my vase in there. I'm going to be doing a lot more work to that one. But they're all fun. All of them are fun. So if you get the first one here that's incomplete, don't be disappointed, because it may turn out to be the best one of them all by the time. I just don't want to sit here tonight and do everything tonight. I'm going to put my inks away. Oops, whoops, I don't want to pull on that too hard. Oops, got a little tear there. Let's fix that. I'm going to fix that. A little tear, just put the tape there. Right there. Where's my... Well, I'm not sure I fixed it so good, but it's not bad either. There has to be some imperfection in life. I have painter's tape, but I didn't get it out. I have no idea what I did with it. Let's sign this. And this is April 27th, 2018, and daffodils. And this is number 3. This is number 2. And this is number 1. And I want to make the ranges. Well, maybe I should do that while you're not looking, because you'll start spitting out numbers, and I don't want you to spit out numbers till I get the range. So let me put my inks away here before I spill those. What's going on in chat? Who's Error Sons 21? Hi, Error. No errors. Thank you, Liliana. Hi, Crafting with Denia. Welcome. I've been painting daffodils. Daffodils that we got out of the front yard today. You're looking at them from a top-down view. I painted them from a side-on view. Got my camera up above. Let's see. Deborah, got a lot of new people in here tonight. Thank you, Deborah. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Who else is new in here that I missed? Thank you, Ramona. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Rose. I don't know what's going on. I'm lost in chat. I read back a little. I'm going to put these inks away so I don't, I mean, at least put them in the container over here so I don't spill them on the rug. Alrighty. Keep chatting among yourselves. I need to get out a piece of paper and write some ranges. And I'll do that on that paper that I smeared. All right. Ignore me for a minute. I'm going to go over here and write out the ranges, but I don't want you guys to see. I didn't really have this. I wasn't sure I was going to get this done tonight. So, number 1. I'm writing the range. I'm not going to tell you till I get ready to tell you. We'll start spitting out the numbers before I'm ready. All right, I'll do number 1, and while you guys are spitting out the numbers for number 1, I'll go ahead and do number 2. We're going to draw for number 1 first, and this is really incomplete. I'm going to do more work on this. I know I can make this look more like number 3. I'm going to add some blues in there, add some more dark lines and some shadows. So this will be a lot different. But the range for this one is 1,000 to 1,050. You can go ahead and start if you want to participate in this. The new people are welcome to join. I'll just need your snail mail address if you win it. So you can start shooting the numbers out. I've already written the number right here. While you're doing that, I'm going to get number 2 and 3 ready with my pretty ink colors here. I'll be with you in a minute. Range is between 1,000 and 1,050. And I'll be doing a mailing. This is the last week in April. So the first week in May, I want to get a mailing out. So all of these for the last in April for all the giveaways, you'll be getting them soon. I'm hoping to get them out the first week in May. It might not happen until toward the end of the week, but I'm working on them. Got to think of a range here. I usually have this all done, but I wasn't sure I was going to do this tonight. If I do this again, I'll have everything all ready. Won't have to write out the numbers. Alrighty. There's number 3, and here's number 3. How are we doing? Are we ready to see who won number 1? And again, I'm going to be doing a lot more work on number 1. It will look a lot different. It'll have some blue in the background, and it'll have a little bit more definition to it. All right, I got to stand up and see what's going on here. The range for number 1 was between 1,000 and 1,050. I think we're all done. So the winning number was, drum roll, the winning number was 1027. Mary, I'm out. I guess I cheated. Wait a minute. What do you mean, Linda, you cheated? How did you cheat? You're not out, Linda. What happened? What's going on here? What were you doing? Giving? Oh, was your number out of range? Wait. Tell me why Linda think. Oh, you picked. Linda, don't feel bad. You're not out. I did not say, usually I say it so the gals in here know. Usually I say only one number, but you didn't cheat. It's on me because I didn't tell you. I try to remember to tell you, but Mary's scatterbrained. So do not feel bad. You're not out. You did not cheat. You did it out of out of not knowing. So don't feel bad. It's Mary's fault. And let's see if you happen to win it and somebody else won the same number, I'll do another sketch. These are just watercolor sketches. Maria Duncan guessed correctly the first time. She was out of range anyhow. She had to pick again. Yeah. Linda, I don't want you to feel bad at all. You know, just go for number 2. One number, though. So, yeah. Are you all telling me Maria got it? I'm going to trust you. Would you all agree that Maria got it? Okay. So Maria Duncan got number 1. I'm going to trust you. I'll go back and... Oh, they both have 1027, Aunt Beck. Maria and who was the other one? I lost Aunt Beck's message. Well, both, I got 2 of them. So it doesn't matter who got the second one because I'll give the second one to the other person. And then we only have to do the drawing for number 3. That's how that'll work. I got to figure out who did it, though. Maria and who else? It doesn't matter who had it first in my world. Maria and Crystal. Crystal K and Maria. So we're going to give Maria number 1. Maria Duncan, number 1. And is that Crystal K? Hi, Crystal. We won't draw for number 2. We'll just give number 2 to Crystal. And if this happens in number 3, I'll do another sketch off camera. And if all 3 of you get it, if 4 of you get it, I'll do 4 sketches. You know, you see that I just sit down and do them. I have fun. And whoever wins the 4th one will probably get a more developed sketch. Okay, Crystal K got number 2. I need to write this down. Number 2, Crystal. Is it Crystal K? Yes. So you both won. Crystal K and Maria Duncan. And then we won't have a contest for number 2. So now we just have number 3 to go. This is number 1. This is number 2. And this more often. You know what I might do? I probably won't do daffodils the next time, but I might do a couple. I'm back. I fall so many times tonight. Thank you guys for sticking with me. We're going to do number 3. Still got 30 of you in here. Thank you guys for all the thumbs up, and thank you all for coming. And we're going to draw for the 3rd one. The range is 2,000 to 2,050. One number. If several of you get the same number, I'll just do more sketches. I'll just sit down and do them. You can see how much fun I have doing them. So, yay! And Linda, I don't want you to feel bad at all. You just keep playing and just keep having fun. And it's really on me because I should have said. And that goes for anybody and for the new gals in here too. This is just something fun we do. This is all for fun. Hi, Patricia. Let's see who I'm missing. Patricia and Linda and Rose and Azure. Hi, Suze. Welcome, Suze. Welcome, Suze Garrison. Glad to have you in here. Liliana. Jane Sessions, you're new to me tonight. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Fran Schulte. Hello. I'm saying hello to everyone that I've missed. I get to see you all when you throw your numbers out. Kiki, Deborah Detter, Dettor. Welcome, Deborah. I saw Kim Marie come in. Ramona, Sheila, Kathy Whitney, Aunt Beck, Holly. Woohoo! Linda Mack, Laura Mack. Welcome. A lot of new faces in here tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. Yeah. I don't know how gals like the Art Sherpa and Barb Owen and some of these gals who have, even Dee Dee, all these people watching, 100 people watching, I'm going, oh my goodness. Lots of new faces in here. I'm happy with a room about this size, but you're all welcome. I'm happy to have you come in. We went off a little bit differently tonight. Usually I do my reverse collage. I have a giveaway. I do some fine line fun, but I just had to sit down and do these daffodils tonight. I just got the urge to do them. Doing a mind map. I wanted to do a mind map of Marie Cassette, but we're going on 3 hours, so. Is Lucia still in here? Did I miss Lucia? Did she have to leave? Well, I'm always glad to have you in here, Susan. She's keeping us in suspense. Hi, Lucia. I always miss you. And who else? It was Peg Robinson that came in here last week, and Kathy O'Neill comes in, and I honestly don't see some of you gals till after I read the replay. That's why I like the replay. I'm going, my goodness, I miss a lot of you coming in and saying hello to you. And through Dee Dee's show, say hi to Dee Dee. When I visit Dee Dee, it'll be on a Monday morning, because if she does a Society of Idea Collectors, those are the days she'll do it on. But I have to get up early, early on a Monday morning. You East Coasters, you have an hour ahead of us. What did Becky say? Wait a minute. Howie has found the crumpled brown paper. Uh-oh. Howie is one of Aunt Beck's little kitties. All right, I think we're done. I'm going to call it done. Let's see who won. How many of you won? Number 3, the number was 2038. The range was between 2000 and 2050. The number was 2038. Y'all help me now. I know you guys all have my back, because this is the hardest part for me, is finding who won it. All right. I see 2045. I'm scrolling back. 2040's 2 away for Danny K. Oh, look, Patricia Struford is 2037. She's 1 away. Patricia, hold your hand up. We're going scrolling back, though. 2032, 2006, 45-7, 23-12. Oh, look. Oh, you have Patricia Struford again for 2037. Same number. You're okay, Patricia. 2018, 49, 49, 35, 16, 2, 25, 7, 13. I think Patricia Struford. Would you all agree? Patricia, and I do think I have your snail mail. I think I have yours. I think I'm okay on your mailing address. So, Maria Duncan, Crystal K, and Patricia Struford. Let me write this down. You all won the sketches. And if I do this again, what I'll do, if I give away more than one, is I'll do a couple sketches off camera, and I really like to sketch one live. I'll sketch one live, and then we'll have the giveaway, and then you won't have to watch me paint 3 of them or sketch 3 of them. So wasn't that fun? We're not going to get to the mind mapping tonight. We're not going to get to the tatted book. We're not going to, well, we're not going to get to the Frank. There's just too much to do. I wanted to do some glue booking tonight. That's not going to get done because I don't like to go any too much longer. We're gone almost 2 hours and 45 minutes. That gets to be long enough for you guys on a Friday night. You got families and it's the weekend coming up. And Liliana, I think I need your mailing address, so don't forget so I can mail out your envelope. It'll probably come the first week in May is when I'm planning on doing my mailings. I'm doing them once a month now, so it won't come right away. It'll probably be a week or so before you get it, before I even get it mailed out. So I'm going to say goodnight to all of you. Thank you for coming. You make Friday nights fun. You're just a great group of people to know. Take care of your family. Have a great weekend and go do some art. And, take 1 hour today. 1 hour today. Take 1 hour this weekend and be quiet. Spend some quiet time, however you do it, whether it's, or maybe even 5 minutes for those of you who are super busy. 5 minutes, just close the world out. Listen to the birds sing. Go admire a flower. Yay! Good night, ladies. I'm going to sign off now.